guys, this is StarrySky, and welcome to this Rage DPS loadout video. Now this is going to be looking at a special loadout, which I use in Raid 4 because this is my all-in-one Raid loadout for this video. So what I mean by that is that instead of always having to redo a PowerPoint or if just go for a pure range loadout, I've decided to come out with one which will cover both melee and range in a raid, because let's face it, in a pure range loadout to do with rage, very limited for other skills to put into it, apart from the normal rotation. And also with a pure range one, the ads have a thing for always lunging you, and it can be very frustrating. And the most important thing for is that every raid in this game, there's always parts that you can get away with melee in. Now with raid especially, the most of its damage will come from melee, and it still does a lot of damage from range, but its best DPS of all is melee. So this loadout will cover all areas for every raid. So in A and B, or the top tier ones, there's parts that you can melee, like ads in between bosses, stuff like that. And when you come to bosses, then you can rotate back to the range one. This will cover it all. So anyway, saying that, let's go to the PowerPoints. You can see how I spec it. Then I'll go to the loadout and explain it. Okay, so first of all, PowerPoints and anger. I have PowerPoints in Rage Blast, Relentless Anger, Eviscerate Chain, Berserk, Outrage. And in punishment, I have PowerPoints in Ragebringer, Revenge, Remorseless Recovery, Frenzy, Dreadful Blast, Plasma Wretch, Bloodlust, Infuriate. And 2 PowerPoints left over in Iconic Powers, Weapons Expert, and Tactical Genius. Now to the loadout. There is a few things in here that you can change around if you want to, but this is mostly how I run it. I have Plasma Wretch, Dreadful Blast, Bloodlust, Relentless Anger, Outrage, and for this one, since the way we expect it, we can change our supercharge around to how we like it. If we know there's a big part coming up, we can have Berserk, because Berserk will do equal damage on whatever we're doing all around us. So this is very good for melee parts. And when it comes to bosses, if we want to, we can buff our group up and us, and we can put Infuriate, which will increase our crit chance and critical attack damage for me and 3 other people. So it gives us a nice array of supercharges to swap between. Okay, so now to show you why it's my all-in-one raid loadout for. Now the main rotation for Rage range is simply pop in Bloodlust, and then depends on what weapon you use. So best weapon to use for this, I always prefer rifle, but you can use dual wield. It's just a lot slower. So the main rotation for this it would be rifle. It would be like grenade, Plasma Wretch, jump clip, grenade into Dreadful Blast, hold range once, hold range again, and on the second hold, you would repeat the rotation all over again, and you would clip the second hold with Plasma Wretch, and then you'd repeat while buffing yourself with Bloodlust and Infuriate if you decide to use that when it comes to bosses. So that's just the range one. So now this loadout, how it covers the melee side of things. So as we know, in between bosses there's always stuff we can melee and we can do a lot of damage with, because this is Raid's highest DPS content. It's basically in the melee side to it. So in the melee side to it, we would pop Bloodlust and Relentless Anger. Our Precision buff and Critical Strike chance 1, and our Relentless Anger is our proportion damage skill, which basically any damage we do with a rage combo or weapon attack, it takes a portion of it and does it as my AoE damage, close range. So basically this does not cover range at all. This is for melee close range combat. So we pop Bloodlust, Relentless Anger, Plasma Wretch to apply the Plasma Burn, jump clip it, and then we do Outrage, and then we hold melee, and clip the hold melee with Outrage again. And this is how we get most of our damage for. Because if you use Outrage by itself, the damage is minimal. You have to apply Plasma Burn to really get the OP damage out of Outrage. And then basically swap between Superchargers, Berserk, and Infuriate, depends on what you want to do. If you can leave Berserk in, or you can leave Infuriate in, it's up to you. But for me, I like to swap between them, depending on the circumstances. let's go to a sparring target, and I'll just quickly show you the rotations. This is a really simple loadout to use, but it covers all areas, and it's done me proud in raids. Okay, so literally, make sure I have got the rifle equipped. Yep. So literally, just to cover the range side to it, it's going to be Bloodlust, and then Plasma Retch, jump clip, into Dreadful Blast. Hold range, and the second hold range, we repeat it. Obviously not jumping that high. So let me go back. The melee side to it. So literally, the melee side to it, though, is going to be Bloodlust, clip of Relentless Anger, Plasma Rich, jump clip it into Outrage, hold melee, get precision thing, and then clip the hold melee with Outrage again. So let's buff ourselves up. Very effective, and it does a lot of damage. So this will cover out. This loadout will cover all areas of every raid for people who just want one loadout to use. This you can even use this when it comes to alerts if you really want to. If you got a tank, you can go melee on certain parts, and when it comes to bosses, you can just sit back and do the range combo. This loadout will cover everything if you do not want to use a pure melee loadout. Personally, for me, I like my Raging Star loadout for melee. It's just insanely OP. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this. Let me know what you think. Try this out. You know, it's worked well for me. So thank you for watching this, and until next time, I'll see you then.
Beware my power. Green Lantern's life!